everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, I finally am sitting here and doing my makeup collection sort of series videos for you guys. Today is January 23rd. And today I decided to start with foundations because I figured, well, you know, it's the first thing sort of that we put on, right? I mean, other than primer. If you guys want to see my primer collection, I do have a collection when it comes to primers, but let me know, or I might just do it after this for you guys. But I thought I would start with just the basic, which is foundations. And foundations for me are my weakness, and I really thought I had more, but I did. What I do is I give my foundations that don't work for me, I give them to my mom. And I'll give you an example. I had the Tarte, and I don't remember the exact name, but I'll put it right here. That one I gave to my mom. I tried it all kinds of ways to make it work, and I just could not make it work. The other one that I recently purchased and I took back was the NYX. And again, I'll put that right here. That just did not work out for me as well. And that one I took back because I just used it one time and I just couldn't get it. I don't know. I just couldn't get on with it. And a lot of people do like that one. All right, guys. So I'm going to try and speed through this because this can take a long time. I'm going to show you the foundations that I have right now that are just not working for me, and they will be gifted to my mother. Some of them will, some of them won't. Okay, let's start off with this one, the Physicians Formula. I guess this one is, let's see, Mineral Wear Cushion Foundation. You know, guys, I'm not even sure if this really worked or not for me. I can tell you that the color was so off on this thing that I could not get this to work for me. And this one is in medium, and it was so super dark that it did not work for me at all. So this is not even going to go to my mom, because if it's dark for me, it's dark for my mom. So I just didn't care for this one. So this one is no bueno. Not for me anyway. So that one's that one. The other one that just doesn't work for me is the Milani Concealer Perfect 2-in-1. This one's going to my mom. The shade is good for my mom. This is medium beige, and this will be good for her. But I just could not get this to work. I just don't like the way the finish looks on me, and I feel like we're too close. Let me back you up a little bit. Okay. This other one here, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. No, I do not like the Pro Glow one. I don't like the finish on it, for me, personally. And a lot of that has to do, guys, with my scarring, okay? I do have a lot of scarring here, and a lot of these foundations might be good. It's just that they will accentuate the scarring instead of minimizing them, or, you know, at least do nothing for them, but don't amplify them. And some of these do that, so that's why I personally don't like them. The other one that I can't seem to get this to work for me is the number 7 Beautiful Matte Foundation. I just don't like the way it appears on my skin. So this one's going to my mom. Now this one, I'm not sure. I have to retry this one again. I'm not sure why I put it in that pile. Oh God, it's gunky. The Almay 4-in-1, I think, or Almay something makeup. It looks like this. Sorry about the nasty jar, but it looks like this. I think it's too dark, maybe. It's in sand. I'll try this one again and see what the deal is with that one, but it's in my, I think it's because it is too dark. I don't know. But we'll try that one again, but I remember using it a couple times and putting it in that pile that's ready to go bye-bye. But I'll try this one again and see, but that one is in my collection. It's sand. We'll see. Okay, this one here. Oh my gosh. I got this online. And according to the description and everything, this is my color, you know, according to the description. But oh my goodness. This is Model's Own Runway Foundation Matte Oil Free. This thing is horrible. Horrible. Chestnut, number 6. Horrible, guys. Just did not like this at all. So yeah, I don't even know. I don't think this is even going to go to my mom's. No, don't like it. Okay, this one is the Age Erase Treatment Makeup with sunscreen. This is medium beige. Now, I have used this in the past, but I got this on clearance at Ralph's grocery store. But this is so dark. This is so dark. The foundation itself I like, but the shade is really dark for medium beige. You see it right there? It's really dark. So I have other foundations that maybe I can mix with it and lighten it up a little bit, but because of the way the applicator is, it's sort of hard to mix it. You know what I mean? Because you put this on your face and then, I don't know, should I try? I'll try mixing it. But the actual foundation itself, this one I do like, and I've used this in the past, but this shade is just not my color at all. It's too dark. So the next one is this CoverGirl Olay Simply Ageless, and I got it on clearance at Ulta. And the color is medium beige. I like the color. Here's the problem I'm having with this one here, is that because it does have a moisturizer in it, when I put it on, even with a brush or the beauty blender, it leaves white speckles all over me, like the foundation isn't being worked. So the only thing I can think about doing is pumping it out like that and then mixing it and then trying to apply it. I'll try that, but and we'll see if that'll end up working for me. But yeah, the couple of times that I've worn that, I could see just white speckles all over. It's really weird. Okay. This one here, this is the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. It does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. This is 5.5. This is my shade color, spot on, but it does nothing for me. It doesn't, you know, remember I talked about my scarring? It's like, it is luminous silk. It feels good on the skin and all of that good stuff. It looks pretty, but for me, because of my scarring, I really am looking for minimization, and this does nothing for me. And it's expensive, you know what I mean? So no, this one didn't work out, but I'm gonna use it up. I do mix it, and I'll show you what I mix it with here in a minute, but I do mix that one. But if I wear that on its own by itself, it does nothing for me. And you know, it's too expensive to buy it, to have to mix it with something else. Okay. These three here, Bare Minerals, are all the same shade. I have 3 of them. 3, yes. Why do I have 3 of these? Because this is all I would wear. Let's see, my son is going to be, he's 16. I was wearing Bare Minerals before he was even born. And so about 2000, 1999, 2000, around there. And that's all I would wear. So I would go through them like crazy. It was actually the first foundation that made a huge difference with me in terms of my scarring. You know, I just really buffed it in, and it was the first time I've ever really, truly got excited about a foundation, and that was with these. However, I noticed every time I'd go out in the sun, my skin would like itch, or you know what I mean, and it was the talc that's in there, and so now I don't wear it. But what I'm thinking of doing is, because I have 3 and I really want to use my products, is use it more of a with my damp beauty blender. Oh, I put it over there because it's gonna get washed. But take it and pat it in lightly to set my foundation. I think that will work that way. Try it out. But on its own, to just put it on, I really do like the way it looked on my skin, but it just, going out in the sun, that talc really bothers me, and it just makes my skin itch. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about these now. Okay, now this one here is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This one I do like. It's not my favorite. It's not a wow me, I gotta repurchase it kind of a thing, but it's okay, and I will use it up. So that's good. Okay, now my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This one is in my project pan, used 18 by 2018. I do like this. This is not a bad foundation, but my goodness, I'm not reaching for it. So that says something. It's not a bad foundation. I like the way it works with my scarring. I feel like it does oxidize a little bit on me, so that's why it's not my favorite. But it's not a bad one either. It's not a bad one. So it's just, you know, okay. It's just the oxidation. I feel like it does oxidate on me. All right, now this one is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage. This is in 305 Natural Beige. Honestly, guys, I rarely even pick this up. It's full. I maybe used it twice. I don't know. So I have to try it again to see how I feel about it again, because I'm obviously it's not something I'm reaching for, but it's not in my giveaway pile either. So I need to retry this to see how I feel about it. I think it was pretty thick. I'm not sure if it oxidizes on me, but we'll try that one again, but that's in my collection. All right, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I used this one up last year in used 17 by 2017. And I did have a backup, and this is my backup. It's still in the box and everything. This is in Wheat. Now, this is a good foundation. It does not oxidize on me. Not like that one, the Wet n Wild. And at one point I was really wowed by it. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, and so that's why I bought the backup. I went to a CCO counter and they had it there. It's good. It's a good foundation. I wouldn't repurchase it because I got one, but yeah, it's a good foundation. It doesn't oxidize on me. It does really good for my pitted scarring. But it's just not my favorite. I'll get to my favorite. At least the favorites that I have in my collection. All right, now let me talk about these two really quickly here. This is CC creams. I only have two of them. This is the Your Skin But Better CC Plus with 50 UVA and UVB. And this is the Rock CC Color Correcting Cream. I think this is in medium. Yeah, medium and then medium. Both of them are in medium. This one I got at Kohl's on clearance. This one I got at Ulta regular price. I do like this a lot. This is really nice. But these CC creams and BB creams and things like that, for me, are not going to really do much in terms of the scarring or the amount of coverage that I personally like. But these are nice because on the daily, when I'm not really putting on any foundation, it's nice. It evens out my skin tone pretty good. This one I really like. This one I haven't used much, I'll be honest. So I got to use this one a little bit more to tell you more about it. But this one here is really nice. And you know what? I would love to have this in my collection all the time for those reasons, you know, because it really feels good on the skin. It smells really nicely, and it does do an evening of my skin tone. You know what I mean? This one I have to use a little bit more. I think I've only used this one once, so I got to pick that one up. Okay, now let's talk about Urban Decay All Nighter. I got this one in number 6. Yeah, number 6. This thing oxidizes like a whole other shade, at least for me. But I love the foundation itself. The foundation is really nice. Now the 5, I don't remember, but the one below it doesn't have my skin tone. It's off. But I would love to try this, get retested again and see, get a different shade, because I really like this foundation. It feels really good on my skin, but it just oxidizes way too much, and it ends up being a whole shade too dark almost. But it's really nice, very nice. Now, what I do with this one to use it up is I actually mix it in with shades that are really light for me. And it's perfect. It just works wonders that way. But I don't want this for that, you know, but since I have it, that's what I use it for. So I mix these two together. This one here is a Lancome Tint Idol foundation. I like this foundation. This is in Bisque, and it's a shade too light. Well, how can I say it? I like my foundations to be just a little bit darker, and this one is almost like right on, you know what I mean? So mixing these two, it's perfect. I like it. So this is what I mix. So I do like this foundation. This is a very nice foundation. Very nice. I like it. Very lightweight. Now, I have this one here, which is Fiona Styles or Steels? Anyways, matte finish foundation. I ordered this online. This is in number 6. Again, I find that this one is a little too dark for me. And so I mixed these two. As you can see, the major difference on these two. But mixing them together, I get a good shade color. So I'll be honest with you. I have not been able to really wear this quite a lot on its own to see if it's something I really like or not like, because I've always mixed it in. I remember the first time using it, and what was throwing me off was the shade color, so it was really hard to tell if I really liked it or not. But I do like it when I mix these two together. It really is a nice look. It's not like a holy grail combination. I don't like using that word. I'm not going to use that word, but sorry. But it's not one of those things where I really gotta get it and love these combinations. It's not like that. However, I have it, and I'm enjoying it, is what I'm saying. But I would kind of like to try this one again with my shade, the correct shade, and give it a try. But it's not going to be anytime soon, because as you can see, I have a lot of foundations I need to get through. Okay, now let me talk about this one, Marc Jacobs. I recently purchased this at Marshall's for $12.99, and this is the Marvelous Mousse, and this is in Beige Deep 38. Beige Deep. Now, I do like this foundation. It's nice. I like it when I apply it with the Beauty Blender than with the brush. I don't care for it too much, the way it finishes with the brush, but with the Beauty Blender, I do like it. It's just a cream foundation, and it feels nice because when you put it on, it goes into sort of a powdery consistency, and I really like that. I really like that. And I do like the way it looks. Now, I only paid $12.99. I would not purchase this for the regular price. They're like, what, 50 some dollars? I didn't wow me that much. But for $12.99, I would definitely repurchase this if I see it again at Marshall's. Definitely. Again, I'm in Beige Deep, and I think that's perfect, my perfect shade. But yeah, I do like it, but with the Beauty Blender. And I'm glad I picked it up to try it. All right, guys, we're almost done here. Almost done. Now, let me talk about this one here. Okay, this one was my absolute favorite, okay? This is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. Now, I have 2 different shades. I absolutely love this, and when it first came out, I could not put this foundation down at all. This is number 220 in Soft Honey, and this is 215 in Warm Beige. 215 on its own is my skin tone, like right on, so I want it a little bit darker, so I bought 220 to mix it. However, I think they discontinued 215. I believe so, because I go to Ulta, I go to Target, I went to Walmart, I went everywhere that they sold this, and 215 was gone. And in fact, I talked to the lady at Ulta, and she says it wasn't even in her thing there. So, you know, then I went online to see if I can buy it, and I found it at Walmart. It's no longer available, and I loaded up on it because I paid $2.36 because they were all clearanced out. So I purchased about 4 of them, to be honest with you. So I have backups of this because I do have to mix these 2 colors to get my perfect shade. This one, from what I understand as of today, it's not discontinued. So, but yeah, I like it better when they're mixed together. And I really do love this foundation. It's very nice for me. I like it. It's not expensive, and yeah, really worked really nice for me. I really liked it. And for me to stock up like that, that means I really liked it. It's very lightweight too. It feels really good. Okay, now this one is a recent purchase. It's the Too Faced Peach Perfect. Now this one is in Warm Beige, and I believe this one for me is running a little too dark, but it's workable. It's fine, especially in the summer. This one's going to be really nice, but right now it is running a little bit darker than what I like, but it's fine. I mean, I'll still use it. And I love the smell. I don't typically like smells on my face, like perfumey, and this doesn't have a perfumey smell. It just smells nice, you know? It's oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling. I don't have oil on my skin. And photo-friendly. Comfort Matte Foundation infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I really, really enjoy this foundation. I don't know, a couple of people that I watch don't like it, but for me, it really, really worked nicely, and I really, really enjoy it. Very nice. It goes on so nice. I just love it. And I feel like it is a full coverage foundation. Like you could really build it to a full coverage. Most of these foundations that I particularly own will be a medium to full coverage because that's what I'm looking for. And that's what happened with the Luminous Silk. When I say it does nothing for me, I mean it's just like not full enough for me. This is not a full coverage foundation for me. So it doesn't work, you know what I mean? But it does feel good on your skin, but it just doesn't work for me. But everything else that I have and owned is good, is like a full coverage. Maybe this one here is a little bit on the light, like I said, so it doesn't do it exactly like I would like, but that's why mixing it is okay. Anyways, moving on. All right, now, these two last foundations, I can't tell which one is my favorite yet. So right now, these two are just the ones that I just absolutely love, okay? And one of them, it's hard for me to say I love this one more than the other because I purchased it about a year ago or so, and the formulation or whatever it is, they no longer make it like that. And so it took me about a year to a year and a half to repurchase it on eBay. And so I've only used it once since I got it. One's a high end and one isn't. And I'm not saying they perform the exact same. I just like what they do to my skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is a dupe. It's just for me on my skin, I really, really enjoy them. And I'm wearing one of them right now. But anyway, let me show you which one I'm talking about here. This one is the Maybelline Super Stay Makeup, and this is the Micro Flex formula, no transfer, and this is in pure beige. And I got this off eBay. Now, I've seen that they carry the Maybelline Super Stay, but I don't see the Micro Flex in there. So I don't know. I like this exact formula on it. And I know they don't have this exact one in stores, so I ordered it off eBay. Pure beige is exactly the shade that I like. I like the lightness. It is full coverage for me. It minimizes my scarring. I don't feel like I have a cakey, you know, like I don't feel like I have so much foundation. I already ordered some backups of this off of eBay, and it's pure beige. Now, the one I have on today, I did a get ready with me video, so I'm not sure if that one's up first or what, but if it's up, then you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I just absolutely love this foundation a lot, but there is something about it that I'll talk to you guys about. I love this Marc Jacobs foundation, the Remarkable foundation. Love, love, love it. Excuse me, guys, I'm so sorry. This is in number 33, number 33 beige. This is my color on. I have it on today. I love the way it sits on my skin. It is a little heavier feeling than this, okay? In that way, it is a little heavier feeling, but I do feel like this one does tend to cover up more with a little bit. Oh my gosh, guys, with this one here, I'm telling you guys, if that get ready with me is up, I'll put it here somewhere because you have to use a very, very, very tiny, tiny amount. If you use like what you would in a normal foundation, you're going to find yourself, it's not going to look good at all. It is such a good foundation. The other thing is if I put too much on, I have this very prominent line right here, and it will settle and it will show it really, really good. This one won't do that. This one really doesn't accentuate anything, but that's why with this one I have to be very, very light-handed. I like it both with the brush and I like it with the Beauty Blender. For me, both of ways looks really, really nice. But yeah, it's my absolute favorite. These two right here. are just my absolute favorite foundations. Really, they are. Like I said, I have it on today. It is a little bit heavier of a foundation than the other one. And, but like I said, just go light-handed with it and it'll be just fine. Perfect. I know there are a couple of people that I also saw when it comes to this one here that they absolutely hated it. So, yeah, something you have to try. What I would do is I'd probably go to Sephora, get a sample of it and try it that way. That's your best bet. And like I said, go light-handed on it. But anyways, those are my foundations that I have and own and my favorites. So, you know, these two are up at the top, very top. And then I have these two that follow right now that I have that I truly enjoy. And I try not to pick these up because every time I do my makeup, I just want to pick these up, and I really I have these to get through, and I really want to get through my foundations. Foundation is my weakness. It goes shadows, foundation, and mascaras. Those are my weakness. If I have to tell you, those are in that order. Container. So I have like that little container here. I thought it would be a little too light for me, but it wasn't. It is electric.